always win most of the time.
Oh, that's a great ball in. That's a very good ball inside, looking for Senaf. Oh, this is Senaf again, fighting and fighting. The Ethiopians have been good with the distributions. Away by Bira. Dangerous ball inside, but straight to Arturo. And the captain for the Crested Cranes looking very comfortable today in Chitende. Namudu. Long from Namudu. Trying to look for the lady herself, Hasfa. Kunihira does well. The coach of the Crested Cranes not very happy on this. Ball continues. Hasfa. Flicking that ball through, but not flicking well. Shadia. Oh, that's a nice shot. That was actually Nabidie Joan rather.
Yeah.
It's a good play from Nabidie. Almost having the same height like Nancha Shadia, those two. Looks like it will be a corner kick right now for the Crested Cranes of Uganda.
Yeah, Nabidie could be making the home debut because she features for Vihiga Queens away from home. So she longed for this moment, and that is where she does so well. She's deployed at the midfield, partnering definitely the likes of Fanasuna, who is standing just in front of them to supply Fazida and Nabweteme, and Margaret Kunhira, who is right now ready to swing in a corner. Here it comes.
Corner brought through, and could be going out for a goal kick, according to the referee Chemutai from Kenya. Good start to the game for the Crested Cranes. So on the other side, it is the Ethiopians who are trying very much to see how they can keep their bodies on the game and try and see if they can pick more possession from here. Hasebe trying to switch that ball further forward, and the ball just easily eludes everybody. The chess is on here. Medina, and cleared away by Asia at the midfield. This is good play from the Ethiopians. Arigash, nice play looking for Senaf. Buoli. Another big clearance there at the center of the game. Oh, Uganda trying to work out now. Here comes a chance away. Hasfa to the wing side. Margaret Kunihira crosses it back into play. Oh dear. That ball actually goes away. It was actually Fauzia Najemba.
Yeah, the under-20 captain and Kampala Queens footballer.
Oh, good start to the game. The Ethiopians will try very much a lot in here. Namudu. Looks like the referee has seen some bit of an issue here. The ball will be going out for throw into the Ethiopians. Oh, well, I love the way they're passing the ball. The Ethiopians just passed the ball perfectly well. But this was a chance that could have gone anywhere. Fauzia Najemba just failing to control that ball well. It's good play there from Hasfa Nabweteme. Those two are currently trying to combine and cook something nice in here. Margaret Nabweteme and Najemba. Oh, that is Bira Esegene trying to...
The transition is always hard, transiting from under-20 and to the senior team. Just weeks ago they were playing for the under-20 against Kenya, and today it is for the senior team. You think at a certain point Juliet Nalukenge will be brought in, because her and Juliet had the stars from the under-17 come to under-18 and now under-20. You think the conveyor belt is very good, and that is a bright future for women football in Uganda.
Well, just if you're wondering, this is an African Cup of Nations qualifier. I know some of you who are watching this have not been following the women football perfectly well. On the other side, the senior team is struggling to qualify for the World Cup, and here the ladies team is fighting to qualify for the AFCON. Loza Abera for the free kick here to the Ethiopians. Live from Chitende. This is Loza. Ball just goes away to the goalkeeper, Ruth Arturo. The goalkeeper who actually comes all the way from Amuria down in Teso. I'm very sure those in Amuria currently watching their very own playing today for the national side. Nados collected calmly by Emaiba Adisu. This is Adisu, intercepted here. Fine play by Sumaya. Asia Nabidie trying to switch that ball further forward, looking to Najemba. Fauzia was waiting for it patiently, but unfortunately ball eludes everybody and goes for a throw-in, which has begun quickly here. Already 60 minutes of the game played in here. Still 1 for Uganda, 0 for Ethiopia. Stolen away by Hasfanasuna. She tries to go for the long-range shot, but a little bit poor.
Yeah, I think it's a weak shot and very easy for the goalkeeper to pick up Tariakuma Barena.
Well, Ugandan female actually blessed with the Football League in two fronts. That is the top tier, and of course the second that follows that is the Elite together with the Super League.
Yes, the Women's Super League, and then there is the Elite League. At first it was Elite for very many years, but coming into COVID, it was already planned that there is a break to give a very good transition, and I think there is development, because when you look at Nabide should be featuring from Makerere University. When we were broadcasting those games, Peter, you remember they struggled as a team, but right now she gets into the national team and has so far performed fairly.
Well, there was a battle between Nabide Joan up against Arigash Kalsa. Oh, this is right. This is Hasfa Nabweteme. One-on-one. Hasfa goes for the shot, but the goalkeeper plays well there, Tariku. She tried to go and get herself a goal. She's not been in the score sheet for the national team for a long time, Hasfa.
Yeah, unlike the Ugandan side, the Crescent Cranes, that has some of the players playing away from Uganda, all the Ethiopian players are playing Ethiopia.
That's good goalkeeping there from Tariku, the goalkeeper for Ethiopia. But Hasfa Nabweteme.
Sandra.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Sandra Nabweteme. Getting that straight up. Goalkeeper doing very well. Ethiopians keep on piling the pressure. It's collected here by Nabosa. Trying to clip that ball further forward, but the ball just easily glides away for a throw-in here to the Crested Cranes.
Well, good composure from the team, spreading so well on the pitch, avoiding those gaps that the Ethiopian could use, because they are pacey, knowing that even when it's not football, they are very pacey and long distance runners. You realize that it is helping out Uganda, but one goal is not enough. They should be working on getting another.
Oh, that's good skills from Sandra. Up front now, Arigash collected in the midfield by Ameiba. Arigash again. Looking for the captain, Loza, not getting her perfect, and been a free kick. Nabide Joan actually going down very easily. Well, Margaret Kunihira has actually now drifted from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, trying to get more options on the left. Margaret Kunihira, there she goes.
And Fauzia has come to the right. If you realize, just 13. I think they're trying to interchange, and that is to disorganize their opponents, because as your opponent is planning to try mark a particular player, then apparently another takes up a different position.
It's good clearance there from Hasebe Muso, driving that ball further forward. This is good for the Ugandan side as they continue to pile up here. Driving further, Nabosa, Retisha loses that ball. Loza, the captain for the Ethiopians. Loza again. Onto the wing side looking for Medina Awol. Shot coming through, but straight away goes out for a goal kick. No trouble there for Ruth Aturo. I'm sure the coach will be very, very pleased with the performance of his team today.
Well, speculative from Rosa. She tried to have that shot, and the coach knows that's all they need to. They need to give her the ball.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rita Nabosa is on the ground. Could be a problem here.
Injury scare for Letitia Nabosa. It will be so bad to lose her as well as this. She's very happy with the goal she scored, but she could give more. As we have the other keeper refueling.
Well, time for them to refuel right now, but some bit of injury concern. You don't have a lot of options forward if you having Nabosa Retisha on the ground. Talking strategy is what they're doing right now, and the rules are very clear. There has to be a female on your team. That's what you see there. And also these are sharing strategy.
Well, there is a Sharon Nadunga and a Naruja Shamila on the bench. Rosa Nanzil is also there. Banura Phoebe. Julian Nalukenge is definitely a striker. You don't think the
Juliet
coach
is over there.
Yeah,
shot number 9 there.
Because the coach already has 4 strikers on the team, so you think maybe Nabwete may not the right time to come in. You need now a midfielder to help out Nabidie to try be even more solid than they have been, to try push the team forward. Well, she's coming out. She's related to Coach Waswabosa of Express Football Club, Letitia Nabosa.
Looks like football does flow in the family there. Nancha. Shadia Nancha driving that ball farther forward here and collected away by Hasabe Kunihira. Aregash way behind to Kanko Meskerem. Aregash goes a little bit behind and Buoli clearing that ball further forward, trying to look for Sena for Kuma. Ball just goes as far as Ruther Turo here for the Crested Cranes of Uganda, who are still leading by 1-0. The return will be a couple of days away, and that will be down in Ethiopia. Viola Namudu. And poor control this time from Fauzia Najemba. This gives away the turnover, and Bira shall be clearing this one. Bira. Hasebe. Going away to Kanko Meskerem. Now looking for Nardos Getenet. Amebe Adisu brings that ball farther. Oh, they are standing well. This is Loza. And swept away by Nancha. Big clearance there from the big defender, Shadia Nancha. No nonsense defender here for the Crested. 23 minutes, still counting here. It's been Ethiopia currently dominating possession. Now they've given it away. Margaret Kunihira. Sandra Nabweteme. Looking to Margaret. And another big clearance from Muso Hasebe. Puts that ball outside for a throw-in now to Team Uganda.
Well, Medena, who features for Defense Football Club, the Forces team back in Ethiopia, has been a threat to Uganda, but has not yet found an opening to try get the ball to the player there, Loza, who should be the one to score for them, considering the good statistics and the very many awards and accolades she's collected, both at the national team and the club level.
Well, lack of concentration from Shadia Nancha gives away possession and brings down Aregesh Kalsatedese, and it's a free kick to the Ethiopians here. Nothing for Sandra Naweteme to talk about in this one. I should be looking for more supply forward.
Well, she's seen it all, gone to college in the United States of America, left, joined another club, and was loaned off for a few issues with the coach.
And the chance just goes away for a goal kick, and it's going to be position Uganda now.
Nabweteme's team, Peter, is a Famelka Hafnajordi. That is the club she features.
Look at that
for
gamble.
now.
It's poor play there. A chance here for the Ethiopians to attack, and good play from Ruther Turo.
Quick hands.
Well, denying the captain Loza Abera what could have been an equalizer here.
Yeah, she's complaining that the defenders did not do their job, and she's right about it.
Oh,
they
poor.
slept at a certain point.
But it's still 1-0 for Uganda, and the Ethiopians settling in the game. Adisu. Nados. Good play from Loza. Brings it back behind. Collected well by Adisu Ameba. Collected there by Hasfana Suna. Could have taken a little bit of a nick in the lee. Kunihira. Nabosa. Now to Namudu. Viola Namudu. Venturing forward to Najemba Faulia. Viola again, flicking back, and just cannot continue with her run. It's stolen away by Senaf. And now it's Bira. Bira again. Well, you actually compare the kind of intensity of the match when you are watching the men play compared to the ladies in here. Oh, that's good strike here. Another chance. Could be something thrown away by the keeper, Tariku. Well, just as we thought the Ugandans had gambled a while ago, same thing happening to the Ethiopian back in here.
Well, quick reaction from the young Margaret Kunihira. Speculative. She wanted to go, and keeper was very quick to react to that ball.
Nados looking to Adisu. Ball just goes out for a throw into Ethiopia. Well, UBC, the home of women football, trying to be very much gender sensitive, I can assure you.
Well, Getneti's throw was worrying, and ball is stolen away at the midfield level.
Somaya Nasuna, referee awarding a throw for Uganda. More energy.
A little uncomfortable, Peter. Not the usual Hasfa we know. She's failing to control.
Well, Hasfa Nasuna is one player that you don't give a lot of space, and don't rule her out, because she can actually surprise you by getting a goal anywhere. Hasfa. That's Nabidie. Stolen away. It's good dummy. Senaf. And collected away by Namudu Viola. Well, Namudu just pushing that ball away for a throw-in. It's Bira now. She's been very busy today, Viola Namudu. Very, very busy.
Yeah, because the Ethiopian has trying to use that avenue, the left side for them and the right for the Crescent Cranes to try to get their way through, because they failed with Sumaya. Lobby Loza is waiting in the midfield.
Najemba fouls here on the right hand side. Can she keep the ball on play? Yes, she does. Najemba, big delivery. Kunihira, a chance again, but straight to the goalkeeper. Oh, that was actually Sandra Nabweteme, very, very close to something.
Yeah.
But the goalkeeper, Tariku.
I love the interpasses from Fauzia, her ball control, the skills, and then bringing Margaret in it, and then scooping it to Sandra, who failed to get it past the goalkeeper.
Very orthodox clearance there from the defender. Good play from Hasebe Muso. Aregash. Switching that ball further along. Aregash looking to the wing side. Medina. Awol Medina doing very well. Brings it back to Adisu. Chance for the law-driven shot, but straight to Arturo. Something from Buwoli Hiwot. Trying to get Arturo Ruth out of a mark here.
Yeah, I think Arturo is becoming better with time. With the Super League, you remember there were a few mistakes from her, but those who've watched her at Kosafa lived without a football, but I think they are now back at it and fully fit to give Ugandans a very good game.
Vicious cross there, straight up to the goalkeeper, Teriku. Kanko here for Ethiopia, driving farther forward. This is Viola Namidu for Uganda. Viola back to the goalkeeper, Ruth Arturo. Arturo away. Poor control this time from Wakuma Senaf. Totally not yet settling into her game. Perfect. That is Senaf Wakuma. Jersey number 17 for the Ethiopians. One player to look out for also. Refancing her chances to score. And yet again, it looks like Retisha Nabosa cannot continue. She has to be substituted here.
Yeah, this is the second time and it's becoming too much. Of course, some of the players come into these games with those knocks, but they try to persevere, giving something to their nation. But I believe she'll be very happy, even getting off at just half an hour, having scored for the team. You realize that they are bringing in another dangerous player, and I just love her style.
Shall be seeing that player, but this is Najemba. Good play there from Nabidie. Hasfa Nasuna trying to look for Margaret Kunihira. Hasfa again. Hasfa failing to control. Aregash for Ethiopia. Buoli looking to open up on Medina Wall. This is Medina. Medina again. Spira. One pass. Good play from Namudu Viola. Totally not giving space to the Ethiopians, but now they have some good one. This is Bira with a cross, which is nice and easy, does it for Nancha Shadia. Very good control. Ethiopia have a lot of room to continue shielding that ball if they can. Aregash. Senaf. Rather, it was actually Bira. Collected well by Medina. It's good energy. Very good piece of defensive work here from Uganda. Namudu Viola holding on that, but ball given away to Loza Abera, the captain. Loza. This is Bira. Loza again. Looking for Buoli. Now to Senaf. Oh, Senaf, good concentration here. Bira. It's good energy. The Ethiopians piling a lot of pressure on the defense of Uganda. And Uganda not easily intimidated in that. And finally the ball goes for a throw. And now Uganda can make that substitution. And here goes a substitution. Nabosa Rita is out. And in comes Jazzy 21, Fiona.
That is Naluja Shamila for you. She features for Kawempe Muslims and also an industrious midfielder, very good with the passes. She loves to have run-ins. If you remember her well in the league, she is one of those that also loves to shoot at goal. But just like I said, her style, just that her character with her, and one who is ready to go in those tackles. Very good substitution. Unlucky for Letitia. But then Shamila also has a chance to showcase what she's got.
Ball is away by Bira. Oh, there you have. Could have been an ankle injury for the young Nabosari Letitia. Loza.
She's part of the team that won the Super League, who went to feature in the inaugural CAF Champions League qualifiers for the women's side, but failed. By the way, those were won by Ethiopian Commercial Bank as they beat Vihiga Queens. Nabidi was a part of the Vihiga Queens, and then we have so many players in this team a part of the Ethiopian commercial team.
Sandra looking for room, and now giving away yet again. Ethiopia trying to pile up the energies. Will be a throw in for Uganda. 33 minutes of the first half. 1-0 goal scored by Nabosa Retisha. She's actually out. Nabosa.
Well, the Ethiopian coach unsettled. We all know why. Sometimes you need the results coming your way. And apparently there is shift in possession, all belonging to the Crested Cranes, who are doing everything in their own hands and power to try and look for that second goal. I love the composure. Keeping Loza Abela at bay is not a usual thing in football because she is that quick and intelligent player the Ethiopians have.
Najemba driving further. Loza for the Ethiopians. It's good play there from Namudu. Loza doing well, and Nabidi Joan just stretches her leg to try and see if she can win that possession. Viola Namudu. Naluja. Now Aregesh Kalsa. Aregesh. Amebra. Aregesh switching to the wing to Nados. Getanit. Nados. One play, two play. This is good for the Ethiopians. They've actually stretched the Ugandan side today. And Kanko Naskarem shielding that ball further. Just a bit of a dink in there. Naluja trying to open up on Hasfa Nasuna. And good stretching again. Solid play there from Hasabe Muso. Puts the ball out for a throw into Uganda. Well, motivation from the bench. Exactly what is happening in here.
The Red Dawa City must be watching because their player Hassane Musogila is proving to be key in the defense of the Ethiopian team.
Wally Emeba stolen away by Uganda now. Pressure up here. Sandra waiting for the ball now. Here comes Margaret Kunihira. And the ball just goes as far as Bira. Stolen away, the flag remains down. Hasfa Nasuna trying to dummy here. Hasfa with the shot, but it's a little poor.
Yeah.
But the tactic wasn't that bad, really.
It is just like washing and hanging in the dirt. The dummies, the skills show you who Hasfa is, but the finishing is not like her. That is not her. Hasfa normally goes for the long shots, and that is why coach George William Lutalo is also worried, because Hasfa does more than that on the pitch.
Very animated today, the coach. Medina for Ethiopia. Clipped away by Nansha Shadia. We are throwing to Ethiopia. Oh, she's been busy today, Nansha, trying to command from the back. A true defender. It's enough. Onto the wing side. Emeiba over the bar. Good try from Adiso Emeiba. Now that is what the Ethiopians should be doing. Try and get a chance and try and drop the ball through. But unfortunately, that was not on target. But good try, very good try.
Yeah, good try. Nabosa's goal still separates both sides. The Ethiopians are trying to go for different tactics to go for that. That is a replay of the hard shot, of course. It just misses by Awishka. Elevated a bit. Arturo shows you she almost got that, but she was stretched full lengthy and apparently may not have gotten it if it was on target.
This is good football from the Crested Cranes, but again, that final ball is the problem. Away to Tariku. Learn from Tariku. Splashed through looking for the danger lady, Senaf Wekuma. Medina, flicked on. And again, good game reading from Uganda. Good play from Sumaya. This is Viola Namudu. Flicking one onto the midfield. Hasfana Suna. Clipping that ball farther. Oh, this could be interesting. It's Najemba Fauzia. Najemba with a cross in there. Easy does it. Easy does it for Kanko. And she just puts her body on line and making sure she becomes a little bit big there. Oh, slight deflection could have been. Should be a throw-in for Uganda.
Yeah, Hasfa is claiming it, but then the coach saw that there was a raised foot when she tried to touch the ball. So it is advantage Ethiopia.
Medina. Loza. Gives the ball away very cheaply to Sumaya. Oh, this was the chance that could have been.
Yeah, almost kicking her in the face.
That's some dangerous play there. Someone said almost went off.
Yeah, Hasfa is lucky not to get any booking.
Throw in. Shall be brought in by Nados. Looking to get that ball farther forward in here as they chase on. Throw for Ethiopia.
Yeah, isn't it the first corner they have gotten? We've not seen very many of those in the game, showing you that they have tried to keep a ball in play.
It's supposed to be a throw-in.
And avoided to go wide.
Long into the D, straight away to Arturo.
Good catch.
It's collected very calmly on the wing side. Hasebe Muso playing very well at the back. Well, apart from the goal they conceded, she's been very comfortable at the back. Look at that for passing. Namudu Viola. Namudu. Oh, now giving away. Chance here. And they flick that ball away. This is Senaf in the D. It's Senaf! Good save from the keeper, Arturo Ruth. Well, trust me, the Ugandan defense a little bit shaky for a while.
You can see that in the gestures of their goalkeeper, Ruth Arturo. She's normally complaining about the way they are standing, the gaps they are leaving to allow the Ethiopians penetrate very easily. Just look at that, the square pass, and definitely the shot itself was beautiful, but the keeper was even better.
Nice 1-2s. Nice 1-2s there between Loza, Medida and Senaf, trying to get the equalizer. Nothing yielding at the end of the day. Bira. Now Loza. Collected well there by Asia. Nansha Shadia just allows the ball to roll away for a throw into the Ethiopians.
Coach, if reading by the gestures of his hand, asking them to balance the pitch, spread themselves very well and not leave gaps. Also pointing at and marking out the opponents.
It's a lot of space there. Loza. Medina. Looking for Loza. It's Senaf here. This is good from the Ethiopians. Loza yet again trying to switch. There was a call for the handball. Inside the D, it's Senaf on here. Well, the Ugandan defense totally stretched at the moment here. Bira. Bira again. Doing very well, Bira. Opens up to Medina. Now Medina deflects away, and that's a corner.
Yeah, good play from the Ethiopians, becoming stronger has been its run by. The interplays, the consistency, and then the pressing so hard. They need to do that more often, and then probably the Ugandan defense can be beaten. Shadi Anancha worried at the moment as Sandra Nabweteme looks on from the front a bit.
There will be a corner kick now for the Ethiopians, brought in by Adisu. Right in front of the referee. Medina! Punched over the perfect corner.
Ruth, good reflexes from Ruth Aturo, serving the crested cranes all the way.
Good skills from Awol Medina. Very, very good skills. She's taking it her way. 3 minutes to play for corner for the Ethiopians. Time to be slightly worried if you actually,
Yeah, the
or
Ethiopians
Ugandan, seen a lot of chances going the Ethiopian way. You have to be slightly worried.
dangerously attacking. It's a big threat to the crested cranes.
Well, the referee Chimutai has actually seen a problem there between Namudu Viola and the defense, but this is a corner. Aregash Kalsa to deliver. Aregash, very poor.
The Adama City footballer swings in a very poor corner. It is in such set pieces that they're supposed to be getting something, because they have players who are very good up in the air with the aerial prowess, very good with meeting balls when they need to. But just like that, Loza brought it back and to try have other players have a shot at it. Medina tried it, but then it goes over the bar and it's a save. Quick relief for the Ugandan crested cranes.
Away by Asia. Again, lack of concentration. Ball just goes away for a throw-in to the Ethiopians, who are currently settling in. Oh, here comes Senaf. Driving that ball farther. Good block by Nansha. Puts the ball up for another throw-in. Just a few seconds remaining to the end of the first 45.
Yeah, Peter, Shadia normally means business. She's that clearing footballer you need in your team. She clears everything that comes into their territory. Whenever she sees the ball, she'll try to raise the ball.
We are throwing to Ethiopia right now. So wait and see what brings in. Good shielding. Long ball through. Away by Nansha. Aregash. Bira. This is Bira yet again. Holding up. Trying to look for that space. And away by the usual suspect, Nansha.
Yeah, Nansha clears it. When you're near wherever you're seated, you can see that ball. If you live near Chitende, where we are broadcasting from as the fourth official, shows 2 minutes of added time in the first half.
Oh, that's a very good shot. Good save from the keeper. And finally gotten away. Trust me, Ruth Aturo has been very exceptional today.
Play of the match for the first 45. Of course, not forgetting Letitia, who was substituted. Oh, but very good goalkeeping from the UCU lady, Ruth Aturo.
Nice play. Look at this first shot again. Medina lynching that ball away to the danger captain Loza. There was nobody to rebound that, but again Medina has been very intimidating at that midfield. But look at that shot.
Medina is the playmaker, Loza is the finisher. Finishes, tries to finish well, but the goalkeeper proving to be more solid at the back and getting that, putting in a shift for the crested cranes.
No room for Sandra Nabweteme so far.
And Hasfanasuna, they've gone missing.
Ball stolen away by Buwoli. Swept away there again. Nice play, very good play from Arigash. Referee from Kenya awarding the free kick. Good call.
Again, Hasfa should be cautious because she's been so near those fouls so many times.
Sumaya. Kunihira. So just Kunihira again. Launching that ball through, looking for Nalucha. Stolen perfectly by Arigash. This is Adisu Ameiba looking for the midfielder Awol Medina, who has been outstanding so far. Tries to deliver one through and again. Well, there you go. Center referee does blow the whistle to bring the first 45 minutes to an end. And Uganda leading this one by 1-0. Nabosa Letitia's goal separating the two sides. But trust me, well, the Ethiopians have actually come to play in Kampala.
Yeah,
totally come to play.
Yeah, the first goal probably gave Uganda some consciousness. It is saved the day for them, destabilizing the Ethiopians. They have tried to puff a probe but failed to get that goal. All you can say is these two teams have not met so many times, considering that women football just came up about a decade ago for some countries, but realize that in the Sekafa region they have tried to meet a few times, and now it is time for Uganda to try revenge. They are winning by 1-0, cuts off Letitia Nabosa, and off to the dressing rooms.
Yeah, off to the dressing rooms they go, but again, perfect play from the Ethiopians. Well, even if they are trailing by 1-0, they have given their all in this one. Totally, they have come to play the game. Strategy has to be discussed by the side of Uganda. Otherwise, the Ethiopians have had a much better game. But the result is very, very paramount and key here. Uganda leads.
They had a good game, Peter, like you said, but Uganda has the goal. And I love the way the Ethiopian coach sent off the players to the dressing rooms. You would see there is that acquaintance between them and him. And for Uganda, Shadia Nancha, goalkeeper Ruth Aturo, and of course Letitia Nabosa have been my stars for the first half.
Well, so far it is Uganda 1, Ethiopia 0. Let's go for the dressing rooms and the analysis from the UBC studios in Kampala. We shall be back.
With a lot of tenterhooks, because tell you what, 45 minutes of great football, Uganda scores a goal, but then the Ethiopians come to Uganda as if Uganda stole something or a phone in Kampala when they're chasing you as a thief. The Ethiopians have come to Uganda. We are back at halftime. It's 1-0, but tell you what, it's cagey. Michael, you called for a great start. The girls gave it to you. We got the goal. What happened thereafter?
After getting the goal, of course, I think there was a lapse in concentration. I think Ethiopia started getting at us, and there was a bit of, I think, a lost concentration. We played so much so well inside our own half. After getting the goal, I think we tried to go a little bit defensive, which was not always going to happen. And every time we lost the ball, there was a bit of a panic. You saw from Ruth Atro. She has been outstanding, not forgetting about that. But I think what we need to do is try to calm the girls down and try to convince them that, well, we don't have to lose so much possession unnecessarily. That's what they've been doing in the first 45 minutes.
I remind Ugandans that are just joining us that it's the Africa Cup of Nations qualifier for the women's. Uganda is playing Ethiopia. The Ethiopian team is called the Lucies. Ours are called the Crested Crane. It's a big, big game. We play them today, away next week, and of course, after this hurdle, there is another one, either Kenya or South Sudan. They are playing now that game in Kenya, but we've got to concentrate on the Ghanaian leg, Ugandan business as it stands at the moment. Uganda leading 1-0. Letitia Nabosa scoring a great goal for us, but then limbs of injured must have caused some chemistry to be deflated in the middle of the park.
Yeah, she was the in-go-between, Nasun and Ajemba. She's been doing a lot of running, and unfortunately we've lost her. That Shamila's come in, Shamila Naruja, but we haven't really seen her, getting into the groove so much in the remaining minutes that in the minutes that so far she has come in, and that's why we're losing so much possession in that midfield. The Ethiopians are really coming at us in much plenty, and that is always causing a lot of problems, especially for our defense there. And you could clearly see Namudu has had a very, very good game. First 30 minutes, she was running all over, floating in those balls, and surprisingly, your friend Sumaya Komuntali has had a very wonderful...
From Fort Porto City.
Yes, she has really had a very wonderful game.
Great representation for the guys in Fort Porto City.
Yes, her wing has not been
and she's a debutant at this level. She's played before Ugandan football, like under 20, under 17, but this one is a big one to bottle up. That is the goal we scored. A great goal, great control by Letitia Nabosa. Letitia Nabosa has been part of the goals for Uganda, the Kosafa team, playing down in in South Africa. She scored a blistering goal in that 5-1 victory over Eswatini, and now she carries on with that form. But it's bad that we've lost her. But we've got a couple of guys coming in. We still have Juliet Nalukenge on the bench. Do you think she needs to come into this game because she's fine? She's younger. She's younger than many of those lads out there playing, but she's got that composure on her. She can give us the retention of the ball that we badly need to have.
Yeah, anybody who is going to stand between Uganda's win today has to go past, first of all, Ruth Aturo in goal. Yeah. Then up front, if at all Najemba can get on to that is those dead ball situations, and then too, we need to see a little bit of clinical finishing from the girls. We've got 2 chances. We would have been 3-0 up. 3-0 up in this game. But unfortunately for our finishing, I think it has been a little bit lacking, and we've not been getting there in time. You see those crosses have been coming in, but still, late coming into the box has been costing us. And in the process, we were getting tired. You could clearly see in the last 5-10 minutes we were struggling to play out of us, out of our area, not even the half, but the area, the penalty area. Yeah, and equally the Ethiopians have not been good enough in terms of clinical finishing. Otherwise, but you have to give credit to Ruth Aturo. She has been outstanding, and just like Dennis Onyango, they always come up with those good saves that always keep Uganda afloat. So in this game, so far so good, but we need to have possession back. We need to have somebody who is going to hold on to that position, and then somebody up front who is going to be causing problems to that Ethiopian defense, because right now they look like they are comfortable and they are passing, they are playing their own style of football, which is pass the ball and get to the final third, try to kill it off. Yeah, great thanks to all you guys watching from wherever you may be. Those on online, please keep it up, and those on TV, live TV, you're doing a wonderful job. I remind Ugandans who've just joined, it's the women Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. It's Uganda against Ethiopia from the St. Mary Stadium in Kitende, Wakiso district. And Uganda leads 1-0. Luciana Bosa scoring that goal but leaping off injured and leaving us with a big crisis, because as it stands, by the time we go to halftime, Uganda was living on borrowed time. But the central defensive pairing of Shadia Nansha and Asia Nabukenya, Michael, needs to hold on to the loose ball that come to them and play it out rather than punt forward. Yeah, and the ball distribution from Ruth Aturo has been not bad, but I think she has been a little bit panicky. I'm talking about the two central defensive pairing of Shadia Nansha and Asia Nabukenya. Yes, that's where I was coming. That now, if the Ethiopians come in, you see how they've been, throwing those long balls and all that, and trying to score. Now, when the goalkeeper punches away the ball, then what happens? The reaction from Nankia has been not really the best. You probably want to clear the ball high up the pitch. Then the distribution from Aturo, after getting, punching or holding on to the ball, she has been a little bit panicky. You could hear the coach telling her that calm down, try to, calm down the nerves down so that we can recompose or gain composure in the game. Because at the end of the day, we are the ones in the lead. We don't have to panic. And I think that would probably work in the second half if they do come up with the goodies. Hasman Asuna? Has been relatively quiet. Judging by her, she has not really had the balls like you would have thought. In the previous game that we played against Kenya, you could clearly see how she was really running down the Kenyan defense, the rising stars of Kenya. And in this game, she has not maneuvered so well. We need to see much more of her getting up front, and that job is supposed to be done by Nasuna, who I think has been relatively quiet, simply because she's trying to backtrack and help out in that defense there, because the midfield is a little bit overwhelmed by the Ethiopians. So we've got to bridge the gap in the second half and ensure the girls hold on to that lead. It's still 1-0 for that team playing in the white down there, the St. Mary Stadium. It's the Women's Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. It's Uganda against Ethiopia. And I keep reminding that this is the first round of qualification for that. We've got another round that will come up in case we negotiate these black Ethiopians. We shall play either Kenya or South Sudan. And this is the hardest game, by the way. All of them are hard. Whoever comes through. If we go past the Ethiopians, I think we can always negotiate the Kenyans. We can always negotiate the Kenyans. It's the Mijingo derby after all. That is the goal. That is the goal for us by Leticia Nabosa. It was a very
calm and composed up goal, but then from then on, it was very early in that game. You expected it to help us in good state to settle down and command the game. We failed to command this game. The 45 minutes have come in. Michael, what do you think George Lutalo and Edward Kaziba are telling the lads down there in this dugout?
Try to possess the ball. I think
the best dressing room, sorry.
Yeah, the best way to defend is possess the ball. Try to carry to the Ethiopians. I know they are revitalized because they know Uganda is in the lead and they have nothing to lose. And if they can get one goal, they'll be back into this one. And the coach has to be very, very worried about that, especially in that midfield. Whether adding in an extra midfielder that will be helping out, maybe probably to turn into a 4-4-2 formation, that would be a very good advantage because we need we need numbers in that midfield to try and help out in covering the defense.
I think we also need pace up front because in case we get the ball from if our defenders, the central defensive pairing of Shadi and Nancha and Asia Nabo Kenya recover this ball, they need someone to look up to. Going forward, we get that counter on. If you continue attacking the Ethiopians, then pressure on us will also reduce.
Yeah.
Michael Senfuma Luwandaga, a fellow OWE member like you, keeps emphasizing that the best way of defending is not attacking necessarily. The best way of defending is holding on to the ball.
Yes,
because
exactly.
If you've got it, then they can't pick it off you.
Exactly.
We've got to create those situations. We've got to instill fear in the Ethiopians. Otherwise, at the moment, it's us who live to be in fright.
It's like we are the ones who are trailing because once we scored, I think we a bit of lost the plot. We tried to play a bit of panicky football. Every time the Ethiopians were coming at us, we were losing the ball cheaply, which you don't want, especially when you're playing a side that is so fast, so quick, and they have very quick thinking players going forward.
So the Ethiopian coach, do you think that in the dressing room where they are, is just relaxed because his team was on top of the game?
He's confident.
Close to half-time.
He's confident that they can get the goal. And once they get that goal, it might be a little bit hard for us to get the chance. Of course, we have created chances. Not the fact that you've seen 2 chances, one by Najemba. You probably thought she would have scored that one. But I think is the confidence of the coach, that is Giza, in that dressing room. He's maybe momentarily thinking that he's not going to change the strategy of the team. And he's going to continue telling the girls to attack Uganda until when they get that goal that you want.
But Michael, remember that games between Uganda and Ethiopia usually are tight, especially the girls.
Yeah.
Very tight games, closely contested.
Very, very
and even
close.
The difference of goals, if there are many, usually 1 or 2. 3-2 they beat us in the Olympics qualifier down in Ethiopia. Yeah. So if we carry this 1-0 through to the second leg, do you think we are safe?
Not really safe. I'm not sure. I was telling you before the analysis that, the way Ethiopia is playing, we could be living on borrowed time. But of course, it's a game of football. Anything can happen in the second half. But I think what we need to do is try to work on a strategy in the second half. The work plan is to try and get that ball, possess it, and make sure we get an early goal, just like we did. I was telling you earlier on that we need to get that early goal so that we can make them press the panic button. Okay. And now once we do that in the second half, get that second goal, then definitely maybe the pressure will come on the girls.
Yeah, this has been a half of 2 halves. The first quarter of this was Uganda, and then the remainder of the game was belonged to the Ethiopians, and certainly the Crested Cranes have done a great job holding on, because all of us watching on TV were scared that any minute from now we shall concede a goal. We can't continue living that like that. We've got to find a way of stopping them attacking, and like Michael says, and you out there, I'm certain believe, is going to be holding on to that ball, playing it out clearly to people, not into space.
Not into space, yeah, not into space, because if you realize in the first 45 minutes, the more we were playing the ball into the spaces, there was always an Ethiopian player who is coming to pick up the loose balls, and they're always going to come at us. Yet our midfield has looked a little bit weaker because one, we've lost Nabosa. Yeah, she has been one of the girls who has been carrying the ball forward, and now if you have that gap, then it means your back four is always going to be exposed, and that is what has happened, especially on the right flank. But the left, I think, has been quite excellent.
Sumaya Komuntali has had a great debut. And of course, Ugandans, this is the Africa Women's Qualifier for the AFCON that will happen in Morocco next year. Uganda is playing Ethiopia today. If they qualify out of this, whoever leaves this will go and play either Kenya or South Sudan for a place in Morocco. Uganda was there a couple of years ago, 2000, they were there. They've been there twice, but those girls from Ethiopia have been there 4 times. So in terms of experience, they are better placed than us. Michael, as we go back to Pirotai and Fifi at the stadium, your final remarks?
I think what we need to do is keep the composure, like I said earlier on, and we need to have, the coach has to watch out. The second half